66 kilos and is sponsored by Tile Creations and I. Introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Warriors Dublin, presenting Cormac. Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Langka, presenting Tiernan.
Right back into it with Muay Thai. Professional action at 66 kilos. Cormac Robertson fighting out of the blue corner, representing Warriors Dublin, taking on Tiernan O'Malley out of the red corner, representing Louth. Colin Mahan is your man in the middle. We're on the 22nd fight of the night, and it has not felt like it at all.
No, and this being the first A-class match, so we have a 3 minutes with a 2-minute break, and that's quite a unique thing in combat sports, a full 2 minutes. So we'll see the fighters generally start like this, a little bit more playful. But believe me, after about 1 or 2 rounds, that 2 minutes doesn't seem long enough. So feeling out process here. Lets each other check each other's skills out. In Thailand, gives times for people to place bets as odds change with every round.
There's nothing playful about those leg kicks.
No, we see reddening up already on Cormac's midriff.
And I guess that's a hallmark of a very clean, technical Thai fighter. They don't look like they're throwing at a 100% clip, but they're causing damage.
And this is why it's called the baseball back kick, as opposed to most martial arts. The one thing they have in common is they chamber kicks, they bend and snap, and they can equally hurt, as we've seen some of them tonight. But Muay Thai's
that solid mass.
Yeah, that distinguishing feature of a relaxed long leg being driven by the torque of the hip movement. And we've seen some people demonstrate a little bit more than others.
Ooh, went to the body, but then got caught with a shot up top. That was very quick from Robertson.
Tiernan's got to watch out for that. Again, Cormac Robertson, been around a long time in the game.
I'd like to see him start checking those kicks, or at least a little bit more bouncy on that front leg to give the impression of a check.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, both fighters content and happy at sitting in the pocket with each other. Ooh. Right inside hack by Tiernan.
I like that he's changing, going inside, outside.
Yeah, that's the second time he's got caught on the way in with a lead hook by Cormac.
It's just wonderful timing from Cormac to know that he has that chambered.
Yeah.
And again, a real development we've seen throughout the course of the night is Muay Thai fighters really implementing that classic lateral style of movement now that's coming in from boxing.
Yeah, yeah, and it comes with experience that you realize you can't just mow people down, and you definitely can't move back.
You can there's only so far you can move.
Yeah, yeah. There's a nice check by Cormac.
That's very nice. Eats a shot.
And 1 for 1 again.
That was almost a straight leg shot there from Cormac.
Yeah.
You can see the reddening up starting around that midsection of Cormac.
Again, it can be different when you're fighting. You don't know what your opponent's going to do. You can watch so many videos of them fighting and watch them on YouTube or Instagram, and then when they come out, they can come out and be totally different. Their timing different, or they don't meet your expectation. It can feel like you need 3 minutes. So it is something unique to Thai boxing. And again, stemming from Thailand, that slow build up, that momentum build. And we can see already a little bit more energy now in round 2.
A little bit more of a stand on sight type of approach from both fighters.
Great attack by Tiernan to the legs and a return back by Cormac.
Both fighters have an incredible kicking game.
Oh, fantastic kicking and catching. Again, no point of difference made between any fighter yet. Oh, fantastic shot to Cormac's ribs.
Starting to change things up is Mr. O'Malley. The trajectory of that kick is fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. It just whips, and you can hear the whip. Both fighters starting to redding it up now. A lot of body shots.
As you had said, that's a shot that scores particularly high.
Yeah, yeah. It's the one that can give most return if you're flexible enough and you can get a whip in like that. And again, we've seen sharp shins. It's that 45-degree kick. We'll see that a lot because it gives least resistance. It's like kicking a football. We kick up at an angle to the calf or the thigh. We've seen Tiernan hit the inside of Cormac's leg in a hack. Oh, nice kick to the outside.
I like what we've seen from O'Malley. He waited a couple of times there for his opponent to commit to the punch, plant their leg, and then through the leg kick.
Yeah. Now, it'll be interesting to see who opts for an elbow in this clinch, if anyone. Very hard to hit. Cormac strategically putting his head down, forehead into Tiernan's neck, making it difficult to be open to get hit with an elbow.
Well, it's also a great mechanism for controlling the body of your opponent. If you get that lower leverage, plant that head underneath the chin. Where the head goes, the body follows.
And again, probably Matt, an experienced referee, allowing that to go on because the fight was being progressive within that clinch.
Smart 1-2 from O'Malley.
Oh, very nice.
Combination works fantastic. Dutch style again.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Possibly see Tiernan now get a little bit more confident. Although Cormac comes back with a very confident switch left kick.
Oh, and then a big shot over the top from Cormac. Again, a fantastic shout out Jamie Crawford for the matchmaking.
Yeah. Stylistically, a nice aesthetic match to watch. Very technical, very even, well matched. Again, both fighters giving each other a little bit of space to get clinical knees in. Very nice.
I'm really, really enjoying all these fights, but a part of me feels like I'm cheating on MMA a little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit more venom coming in the shots now from O'Malley.
I think he's growing in confidence. He's been successful with shots. And even sometimes fighters get the read, as you know, that when they're in there, we may say a 1-for-1, but Tiernan may feel he's got the edge. Maybe he's a millisecond ahead of maybe Cormac. And we're seeing it because he's taking more risks or he's trying new stuff out. Because we've seen with 10, 15 seconds to go, he went for an elbow on the far side of the ring. One concedes the round and the other allows the other to concede. And that's to not allow more damage, to allow him to make more money. So there's these fantastic traditions that come from Thailand. But my point being, I'd love more elbows early on. We don't need to wait. And these guys are good enough to let them elbows and hands go.
Beautiful rear hand shot from O'Malley.
Nice long knee.
I'd like to see him get out of that corner though. Nice work.
Yeah, and as you said, Cormac has a very good way of just turning the hip over, and the kick just comes in at such a sharp angle. Very hard to see.
There's very little tell on that at all.
Yeah, and this is why maybe Tiernan can't actually grab, he can't catch the kick. It's coming in at that blind spot angle. Now, I would like to see Cormac, as Tiernan comes in, Cormac to boot the inside of that leg out.
Yeah.
Sweep the leg, calf kick inside or hack. Nice fake by Cormac.
He did a good job earlier of once Cormac had committed to the shots, then throwing the leg kick when that foot was firmly planted.
Oh, now we see more elbows. Cormac stepping in with a crash he just missed, and then a down cut elbow which he just missed. The problem is with them elbows, they require almost an overtly aggressive opponent to come in, and you catch them in the middle.
It's that momentum coming in married with the crash of the elbow.
Yeah. If you're going to throw an attacking elbow, it generally has to be reinforced by volume of hands or a misdirection with hands or jumping in. Oh, great body shot. Right hand to the body. Cormac.
Again, but no selling of that whatsoever from Cormac. Oh, that's a good shot. Like you alluded to at the start, that output and that aggression is incrementally growing and growing.
Yeah, and that's all it has to do is just be one step ahead of the opponents to eke out the round.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't see that there. If that was an elbow by Tiernan, a right cut elbow through the middle, a nice horizontal line. He's using that stabbing teeth very, very well. But again, great counter by Cormac.
Nice step in, knee just grazed. Oh, that's a beautiful uppercut.
Oh, that was the elbow. That was a
little elbow.
Left cut elbow by Cormac. Very nice.
This is high level problem solving with dire physical consequences.
Again, Tiernan shouldn't focus too much about getting the hand around the neck, just lock it in, hit the knee or sweep. He's not going to get his hands up there with Cormac's head. Well, he just did.
30 seconds or so left in the round.
Very nice long knee by Tiernan. Again, Cormac straight back on him with 2, 3 unanswered knees, 4 unanswered knees.
The gas tank on these guys is incredible.
Yeah, and changing it between clinch and striking.
Because there's been so many, even in this round, there's been so many different tempos.
We can see Cormac putting the forehead there in to the neck of his opponent. I think that significantly tired out Tiernan. Generally get that position, one high, one lower, 2 hands around the back, or at least neutralize it until the referee separates. Again, I think that clinch may have taken more out of Tiernan in that last round.
He's doing a good job of framing off, was doing a good job of framing off to prevent Cormac from getting that chin, or that head underneath the chin.
And Tiernan seems to have learned in the moment there about putting his head down. But again, he's not doing it as naturally as it comes to Cormac, and that's the difference.
Well, as a taller fighter, he has to change level. He has to make that conscious effort to change levels and come back up.
Still throwing very nice knees, nearly a knee to the head there to Tiernan's face.
Those are good knees in the clinch from Cormac.
Yeah, and you can see Tiernan doesn't know what to do with his right hand. It's either that he's tired or he's not overly familiar, or as familiar as Cormac is in clinch. Oh, great comeback by Tiernan. Corm will still turn it into a dogfight, which
that
is
head
exactly,
position.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Fantastic framing and controlling the match.
It was something you would see. It's very, very common in the likes of collegiate wrestling. Trying to get that head position and follow the body is beautiful.
Good eyesight. Good ring awareness by Cormac. And see Cormac looking for that crash again. That step in has to be done if they step in with equal or more energy.
Yep.
Tiernan not looking as comfortable again. Cormac happy to swing out of his neck, drape out of it.
It's that underhook is doing a great job for Cormac, and then it's forcing his opponent to almost accept an overhook.
This can be a big scoring feature within the match, especially if the opponent is not delivering back the same intensity and scoring with the same skills as you. Cormac definitely dominating in the clinch in this round. Very nice.
Oh, beautiful on the break. It's some of the most entertaining clinching.
There's the crash, and that's what I was looking for. To throw it in when least expected, a little step in.
Will you go home happy now?
No, not yet. There's more. I need more.
Again, this fight as a whole has been some of the most engaging clinch work I've ever seen.
I think, again, Tiernan may have hit that point of no return where he seems to, he's emptying out that energy tank.
He's got 30 seconds or so left of this round, and
Cormac's looking for a gap to throw an elbow, I feel.
This is where those 2 minutes in between rounds becomes a welcome reprieve.
Yeah.
Oh! Right on the top of the head from O'Malley. Very, very subtle check, just turned the hip out. Beautiful. This Muay Thai carry-on's entertaining, isn't it?
Oh, very nice. Up elbow. Oh, followed by a down cut elbow. Beautiful. We're getting closer. We're getting closer.
Getting to that. That's potentially, for me, fight of the night so far.
Yeah. I love the total package, the style of it, the technicality, the scoring. Great score by Tiernan. Oh.
Is he a little bit wobbled there?
Yeah.
If he was, he hit that very, very well. Needs to get out of that corner.
It's funny when you fight somebody, and again, being on both sides of the tracks with this one, you can be so tired when you get hit. It's very difficult to actually get knocked out because the fatigue factor, the knockout mechanism requires you to push back slightly against the punch.
Yes.
When you're overly tired, you're like a rag doll. You absorb it in a different way. So I feel Tiernan may be more difficult to stop because he is tired. Oh,
Rather than brace against the shot, he goes with it.
absolutely, and you don't get that knockout effect. Cormac's, oh, now we see them going looking for it, almost now looking for it when they shouldn't maybe throw the elbow, maybe set it up a little bit more, especially for Cormac as he looks just, oh, great knee to the face. We haven't seen knees to the face at all tonight, and we've seen 3, I think, so far out of Cormac from the clinch.
And it's such a devastating strike if you land it cleanly.
It is, and I remember the first time I was doing B-class, you think there's going to be knees all over the place. It's so difficult to place a well-timed knee. You got to remember you're fighting another professional fighter. Oh, nice crash as he came in by Cormac. Crash elbow.
Midway point of the final round.
Cormac looking a little bit more cognizant. He's got the smell of blood at the moment, I think. Great crash on the inside by Cormac.
Tiernan's on wobbly legs, but he's always dangerous. He may be
counter elbow, left counter elbow, missed with the high kick by Cormac, followed by a crash left elbow. Now it's an A-class match. Fantastic work right out, both guys.
Both these guys are absolute dogs.
There is that voice grips of death by Cormac.
And the more fatigued you become in a fight like this, the more easily you're led within that clinch.
Yeah, yeah. Oh! 4 knees.
But then fires back himself.
Great return.
48 seconds left.
This is going to seem like a lifetime for Tiernan if he doesn't get a one-shot finish. Great left cut elbow.
But he's constantly firing though.
Cormac looks like he's gotten a second wind. He looks fresher than Tiernan right now. I'd like to see him miss. If Cormac missed that left crash elbow, follow through with a right down elbow maybe.
Doing everything he can to try and break that posture of O'Malley. Sorry, Tiernan O'Malley.
That is a strong voice-like grip by Cormac. I think the post-mortem of this for Tiernan will be to do a little bit more clinches. Oh!
Final few seconds of what has been an awesome fight.
Great ring awareness by Cormac.
There it is.
Fantastic.
What a fight, Mark.
Great A-class match.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of action, we go to your judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored the bout in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, fighting out of the blue corner, Cormac Robertson. Please hold your applause for his opponent, Tiernan O'Malley.